Hi guys, I'm back with one of my another video, and the topic of today is front end versus back end simplified. And I'm gonna tell you how easy it is to understand how front end and back end works in a very with a very simple example. So understanding webflow in 5 minutes, that's our topic today. I'm just gonna give you a scenario. So let's say you don't know anything about how what front end is and back end is. Just imagine that you are just imagine a scenario of a restaurant, and we are just gonna discuss how it's gonna go. Like, you are the customer, and suppose your waiter is the API, and your menu is your website, the action on your website, and alongside your kitchen, which is basically your backend, where the chef is your, you can say, a Node.js or anything, which is gonna be which is gonna handle your request and gonna get it back for you. So just let us start. Imagine you are just going walking to in a city where you want to eat something, and you pop up on a restaurant, and you go in there. You simply just open up the menu, you take a seat, and you're just going through the menu, and you select something. You call up the waiter, and the waiter comes up and it takes your order. So now if you note that, for example, you went to, it's simply like imagining going to a website and clicking something, and it can be a sign up button or login button. You give him input, like for example, you want something like macaroni, or you want a burger, right? So a burger, that is like a beef burger. That means the waiter comes up, he takes your order that you need a burger, and he takes your order back to the chef, and the chef basically gathers up all the resources from his stock. That is, he needs a beef, he needs a bun, he needs lettuce, he needs some sausages and sauce. So all of this, he gather up things, and while you are waiting, he comes up, he basically creates the response for you. And now the waiter is serving a response, actually, where he has gathered all the things that you want and put them into a response, and the waiter comes up and brings you your order on your table, and then you have your meal. So this is how the back end and front end are currently communicating. So you go into a restaurant, you go into a website, you select something or you click something, and you send a request to your backend, which is the kitchen, and the kitchen basically understand your request and get your response ready. And once the response is ready, the waiter comes up, takes your response and bring it back to you on the table. This is the very simple example of how front end and back end communicates with each other. An API, what is application programming interface, right? So API in simple word is basically, imagine it is a waiter between your front end and back end, which is basically taking the data. The storage from which your chef took the items for your for creating the response is actually your database. For example, you want name, you want an email, and you want in which company does this guy work. So you just tell him his name and tell him that you want all the data regarding this guy, and send the request to your backend, and your backend manages it and create a response for you and bring it back from your database. So in simple words, backend only communicates, basically the main thing, if you ask me, what a backend does is basically, in simple words, for a very simple application, it actually communicates with your database, manipulate your response, and send it back to you. So it basically creates up the, you can say, it cooks up your meal and just serve it to you by via waiter, which is your API. So that this is how front end and back end works in 5 minutes. I hope you like my video. Press the bell button and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much. Bye bye.